come in and dust once a month. I was supposed to meet her.
Family owns the inn.
She inherited it from my grandfather.
Sure she didn't just get the time wrong, go for a walk, something like that?
Boating accident took her leg about 5 years ago. She doesn't do walks anymore. I want you to know the scene is exactly how I found it. Nothing's been compromised.
Romance was great.
We got a whole conversation going already. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That was a clip from Haven, and three of its stars are here: Eric Balfour, Lucas Bryant, and Adam Copeland. Going that way and around. Good morning, guys.
Good
morning.
Thanks
Very
for
nice
having
to
us.
have you here. So for people who aren't familiar with the show Haven, it's based on a novella originally by Stephen King.
Yep.
And it's got a lot of supernatural elements going on to it.
There are a couple weird things
Yeah, there's
going on.
quite
in
a
this
few
place.
weird things, I think you could say.
Yeah, well, you're there.
Haven is about a cursed town in Maine where the residents have come for generations to escape their troubles, as we call them. And the three of us and our co-star, Emily Rose, who's not here today, spend most of our days trying to fight and save people from their troubles.
Yeah.
Did that- is that- I mean, was that-
Yeah,
That was really
you
good.
guys
Was that
fight
all right?
them. I kind of clean them
I
up.
actually
try and
wasn't
get them
prepared
out
to
of
do
the way
that.
After.
Yeah.
I wasn't really prepared to give an answer to that.
You did a good job, though.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Does anyone
As long as you guys approve, that's all I really care
I
about.
always approve of
Has
you.
anyone ever talked to Stephen King about what part of his mind this particular story came out of? It seems to me everything's connected to Stephen King.
I know. I don't.
Most
he's not,
of the world,
Yes.
57% of the world, I think,
Oddly
is
enough, I
Stephen
think
King's
Stephen
idea.
King wrote High School Musical too.
He did. He did. And this
Glee?
is a sort of spin-off
all
of that.
roads lead back. But it's a really. You're going into your third season, right?
We've shot our third season,
yeah.
and it's airing now.
On
Yes.
Showcase.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a really cool premise when she's coming back into the town and she thinks she's there for one reason, but things start to unravel in all different ways. But you guys have, and you're shooting here in Canada, correct?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
shot out in Chester and Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, right along the coast. And it really is where we shoot is one of the stars of the TV series, because you look at it and you see these amazing houses that are purple with yellow shutters, but it works. The quirkiness of it, it really does.
On the rocks
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where are you
yeah.
from originally,
Stunning.
Adam?
Orangeville, Ontario,
Oh.
about 40 minutes up the road.
And I'm sure that people are watching going, I know you. What do
Yeah.
you mean, Haven? You had a very hugely popular career, successful in the WWE as Edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was me when I had a whole bunch of hair and looked more like a caveman, more like the Geico caveman
You
guy.
know what I have to tell you? And I'm going to ask you a question about that, and then we'll get back to Haven. But I used to do a different morning show, and I interviewed tons of people from the WWE. Nicest people, and I interviewed a lot of people you could ever meet. Do they put you through training, media training?
They started to. Eventually, yeah.
Because anyone from the WWE would roll in, and they'd be on time, and they'd be polite, and they could answer the questions, and they were personable, and we were always like, wow.
Yeah, when your boss is a maniac, you tend to try and keep things in line. So, yeah, he's probably watching.
That makes sense. And who else is from
The
nearby?
WWE, right?
The WWE, right? Yeah, I can see that.
Can't tell by his rippling muscles.
Career in the
I know.
WWE.
Wait, now who's from you're from Elmira.
Elmira, Ontario.
I'm Kitchener, baby.
Hello, cradle
Yeah.
of civilization.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
The Paris of Ontario.
I'm the lone American here, aren't I?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah,
where
I
are you
think
from?
you are on the American show.
I'm sorry?
Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Oh, are you?
Born and raised?
Born and raised, third generation.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the only one.
I'm the only one.
Are you political?
Am I political in Los Angeles?
No, you watching the election
Yes, I am, very much so.
with any interest.
With a huge amount of interest. I've been a supporter of Obama since the last election. I think he's done an incredible job, and I think he has a lot more work to do, and I hope that he wins. I hope everyone gets out and
We
votes.
just sit up here and bite our nails north of the 49th. What's going on down
You know,
there?
if I could ask Mitt Romney one question during a debate, I would want to ask, do you understand how government works? And inevitably, I'm sure he would say yes. And then I would like to ask, then what makes you think that you can repeal Obamacare on day one in office? Because technically that's not legal. You can't repeal a law. But he seems to think so, and he keeps trying to convince them of that. But
Right,
yeah.
there's lots of questions about the economic policy and all of that sort of thing on both sides of the equation.
Yeah,
actually.
and, you know, and look, the truth is both parties right now are deadlocked in Congress and not getting the job done that they need to be getting done, and they need to learn to work together. Sort of like the way that we do.
Yeah.
On
Haven.
Nice
Haven.
segue.
I really hope one of our bosses gives me something for that.
They're going to give you a lot for that. That was beautiful.
Impressive. Now, when you
Seamless.
guys go in to read, you hear the story sometimes where you went in to read. for his part, or was it
Right.
very set that you were all very clearly who you would end up being?
Well, initially we were in competition for the role of Audrey Parker.
We were both, yeah.
Which is
Unusual.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Which Emily got because
I'm still trying to get the role, which is why I'm growing my hair out.
Right.
I am still hoping that they'll let me
Right.
play Audrey Rose.
Well, there you go. Oh, there, we're taking a look at a scene right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, there's all three of us.
There's Emily.
And there
Yes.
she is.
You know what? I realize it. I see why I couldn't play that character.
Why's that?
She's blonde.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, let me tell you, that can be taken care of.
Oh.
As a woman who speaks from experience,
Wow.
there's no problem getting that. It looks like you guys have a great chemistry. Is this something that's developed? You didn't know each other before you started the show, did
No,
you?
I walked on set and I came in the second season. This was all just a happy accident for me and I guess for the show. It just kind of worked out. But my first scene was with Lucas and we just started talking about like Polka Dot Door and all these really obscure Southern Ontario references. And it was like,
Right.
where are you from? And
Right.
we grew up 20 minutes apart.
Oh, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
He started whistling the Friendly Giant theme,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I started
yeah.
We both
crying.
started weeping.
You're too,
and
we were
you're
like
too,
brothers.
You're too young for Friendly Giant.
no.
Was that in your wheelhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Right at the very end of the wheelhouse.
And it was never weird that he had a chicken nailed to the wall in
Not
the
at
bag.
all.
Rusty.
Rusty.
Yeah.
Somehow
And the little
for all
tiny furniture.
Southern,
Yeah.
So this is
And
what goes on.
a little-
This is what goes on in Canada.
For the one who likes to rock.
Right, exactly. So what the show Haven, who's it for? If you like, you'll love Haven.
If you like X-Files, Haven is for you. If you like,
Balfour.
Great
Haven's
acting,
for you.
and
Twin
cute
Peaks.
guys.
yeah,
It really
great
is.
acting,
I mean, we were
good guys.
talking about.
Twin
We just came from New York Comic Con. We were talking. One of the questions was, how do you feel being a sort of crossover show? And I hadn't really. I was first explain yourself, but it is. It's a show. It's in a arguably a sci-fi genre, but it is a show I think that brings a lot of people in that might not watch shows on those
Yeah,
stations or
right.
that genre otherwise because of the Stephen King element and because it really is a human story and
Right.
does have a lot of heart.
Well, it just looks beautifully shot as
It
well.
is a
and
gorgeous
the
show.
It's an amazing place.
It'd be spectacular. Haven airs Fridays on Showcase at 9 p.m. Eric Balfour, Lucas Bryant, Adam Copeland, the stars. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
for
you so
having us.
much.
Thanks for having me.